you know that a lot of the stuff, the gear that I find to show off here on the Databits channel, is found in thrift stores and antique malls. And just recently, within the last couple of weeks, I went to a Goodwill store here in St. Louis. It's off of Manchester Road, if you want to look it up. There's two of them on Manchester Road, but this is the one near Brentwood. And I was in there, and they had this box sitting in their glass case. Well, as it turns out, this contained a time capsule of a smartphone that came out in 2010. Now, I don't know what kind of smartphone you had in 2010. I had this kind of smartphone in 2010. This is an iPhone 4. So that kind of gives you an idea of just how long ago that was. Of course, this video is being made in 2019. So that was almost 10 years ago that this smartphone came out, and it is still in the box, has never been opened. Before we get into the unboxing of this, I wanted to give you guys a perspective of how far we've come on smartphones, okay? Most of you out there probably either own an Android or an Apple phone, okay? But in 2010, look at all the other options you had, okay? In 2010, CNET did their top 10 smartphones, okay? And here's what they came up with. Number 10 was the LG Optimus T from T-Mobile. I didn't own one of those. How about the RIM BlackBerry Pearl 3G from AT&T? Did you have one of those? How about the Samsung Focus from AT&T? And ooh, it had Windows Mobile on it. Yuck. Then we go up a little bit here. How about the T-Mobile MyTouch 4G? Or the number 6 Motorola Droid X? Droid. T-Mobile G2. The Apple iPhone 4. Hey, I have one of those. It's right here. See, it works and everything. Wow. See there? Hello, hello. Okay, so that for them was number 4 on their list. Number 3 was the HTC Droid Incredible from Verizon. The HTC Evo 4G was number 2. And the number 1 smartphone in 2010, according to CNET, ready for this, sports fans, is the Samsung Epic 4G. And there's a picture of it there. Isn't that thing gorgeous? The Dell Streak was being called a phablet back then. And if this is a phablet, then all of us are using phablets now. We don't have cell phones. We all have phablets. So let's go ahead and take a look at this fabulous phablet. And I'm going to go ahead and open this box. And again, this is just what you would have experienced had you ordered this from Dell's website, because Dell was not a like storefront type company back then. They were mail order, and they mostly are that way today as well. So here is the box, the Dell Streak, brand new, never been opened. It's a Dell 5-inch widescreen tablet. So imagine the excitement of owning a tablet, a 5-inch widescreen tablet back in 2010. Notice this phone did not even make the top 10 there on CNET's website. Okay, so this must have been really a terrific phone at the time. So the phone is packaged right there on the top, and the back is removed. You can see the SD card stuck right there. It's a SanDisk 16 gigabyte. Take it out of the bag there. Slot for the SIM card is right there, and the place for the battery is right there. Here is our 5 megapixel camera and dual LED flash. And it has a nice little protective plastic cover on the top, protecting the phone. Back cover, which is actually metal, surprisingly. And the battery here. Remove this cardboard piece here, and we got all kinds of fun stuff that you normally wouldn't see with a phone today. So here is a protective case to put it in, almost like a little bag. It's got a little drawstring on it so you can carry it around with you. And then we got this extra box of goodies. Let's open the extra box of goodies. Open that up. All right, connecting the USB cable to your tablet. So it has a multi-pin connector, just like the original iPhone had. Gotta say, a big old quick start guide. It's not going to be that quick if it's that thick of a book, right? But it's probably because there are different languages in here as well. We have our warranty and support information. We have safety, environmental, and regulatory information. And once we get past that, we get to this flimsy, rubber, latexy feeling little cover, which I think is ugly as homemade soap. And this is what you would put around your phone to protect it from scratches and dings and that sort of thing. But if you put this on the phone, it will look like it's wearing a shower cap. I'm just saying, okay? And then as far as the rest of the stuff goes, now you guys over there in the UK would be very happy with this package because it contains all the stuff you would need to charge it. All right, so you got your connector there for the mains, power outlet. We've got a pair of headphones, stereo headphones, and it has those rubber pieces that go in your ear and extra ones to help you size it just right for your ears. This goes with the plug that you saw over here. So these plug in together to plug it in the wall and charge it. And then this is that multi-pin connector that we talked about. Boy, and this is sealed up good too. It's not just like in there. It's sealed for freshness. And there is the plug that you see there. It's got that kind of a funky connector on it. It's even got a little cord maintenance thing there. And then there's our USB plug. Nicely packaged, nice sturdy feeling cable. And oh yeah, we have our other mains connector here. So depending on what your power requirements were at that time. And that's it. We have officially unboxed the Dell Streak. That's quite a package, wouldn't you say? To give you an idea of the size of this phone and why they called it a phablet at that time, you can see the iPhone 4 is here, the Dell Streak in the middle, and then my iPhone 7 on the far left. But you can see this, people just thought this phone was gigantic in comparison to the phones that were out at that time period. And if you've ever seen the iPhone 10 or you've seen an iPhone 8 Plus, those are some really big phones. And they're not calling those phablets or even tablets today. They're just cell phones. So let's take a look at what this phone looks like if you were to turn it on now and try to use it. And then we'll show you the modernized version, the one that I have done is everything that I could to make it usable. There is a power button here. There is the shutter for the camera here, take your pictures. You got volume up and down, and then right here you have a headphone jack. If we turn it around here, you'll see there's the front-facing camera, the speaker for phone calls, and then here you've got some controls which are also touch sensitive. Okay, and here is what you would see when you powered this unit on. Isn't that fabulous? It looks like you're looking at the back side of a shiny blue curtain, perhaps on a stage or something. And we're going to go ahead and swipe up to unlock it, and we get welcome to Dell Streak. Touch the Android to begin. And welcome home. This is what the home screen looks like. So very much like modern Android devices, you have the multiple screens where you can put widgets and gadgets and all kinds of goodies on the screen. And this one has some preset ones. But let's go into the main apps section here. And there's a nifty little thing in here that just says welcome. So let's tap on that, and we see welcome to Streak 5. So we can learn about our Streak 5 hardware controls. As you can see there, we've got our headphone, volume, power, camera, back, menu, and home. Those are the buttons there on the right, what these things do. We hit continue, and we get a little introduction. So Dell Stage gives you direct access to your most recently used apps, email, photos, music, and more. I'm not sure if this talks or what does this do here. Nope, doesn't talk. Just shows you around on the home page there. So here's the original phone that I first unboxed. And this one is the one I've spent the most time with. Exact same model. And if I turn it on here, you'll see my new lock screen here. I'll go ahead and put my little code in. This is Holo Launcher for Froyo. And this particular launcher looks pretty cool, I think. Gives the phone a modern look to it, as you can see here. The weird thing is that sometimes the font on this home page just gets kind of jagged looking, which is kind of odd. I've put in a T-Mobile SIM card, so we can go ahead and make a phone call with it. Now this is not an activated SIM card.
Welcome to T-Mobile. Say or enter your T-Mobile number, and we'll connect you with your team of experts. Or if you don't have a number, stay on the line, and we'll connect you with an expert who can help.
All right, so obviously it wants me to activate the card that's in there or pay for some airtime. So that's kind of cool. As far as its performance goes, it's pretty decent for a phone, other than it's ignoring me there when I try to hit the home button. So check this out. This is the Google Play Movies app here, and I've got some movies that I have purchased in there. So this is all modern and stuff, ready to be played back. And let's go into my movies here. So I can go ahead and pick something. Here's Shaun the Sheep, The Big Chase. Of course, this is connected to my Wi-Fi. So the video playback is good, and as you can see, the video quality is quite good. One of the cool functions of this particular device is that you can pair it with one of those OBD2 little devices that connect to your car, and you can read the computer and also see all these cool gauges that are indicating things going on in your car. But you can also read the error codes and clear them out. And this particular app is really good for that. In fact, I even made a YouTube video about this particular app and how to use it. So you might want to check that out. So let's pretend for a moment that I'm going to use this phone to make a video for you about the iPhone 4. So I'm going to go ahead and put this phone on my tripod, and we'll make a video just real quick about the iPhone 4, and you can tell me what you think about the quality of it. Hello everyone, and welcome to my video about the iPhone 4. And today I'm making this video using the Dell Streak. It's a phablet or tablet phone, mobile phone made in 2010. And so I'm really hoping you'll like this video. If you really want a great phone, pick up the iPhone 4, pick you up one today. Now if this phone is not big enough for you, I would recommend that you pick up an iPhone 6 Plus. So the iPhone 6 Plus has a much larger screen than the iPhone 4. And if you just really want to go big and just go all out, then I would recommend the mobile phone that I am making this video on, which is the Dell Streak 5 right here. As you can see, the Dell Streak 5 and the iPhone 6 Plus are very comparable in size and very reflective too. It's kind of cool how I can just kind of, wave at you guys through the reflection on those phones. And guys, that's going to wrap up this video about the Dell Streak widescreen tablet, also known as a phablet, from 2010. Please subscribe to this video channel. It's going to be amazing if you do. Please leave a comment below and share this video with a friend. You can follow me on Facebook at this address. You can support me at Patreon at this address. Thank you for watching and have a great day, and we'll see you next time. This Dell tablet or phablet originally came with Android 1.6 Donut and was upgradable to 2.2 Froyo by the end of 2010. It has a 1 GHz Qualcomm QSD 8250 Snapdragon ARM or 600 MHz Qualcomm MSM 7227 CPU. It had 512 megabyte ROM plus 2 gigabytes of non-user accessible micro SD for system and application files only. Its storage was 1.63 gigabytes and it had a micro SD slot expandable to 32 gigabytes. The display is an 800 by 480 at 186 pixels per inch. It's a 5-inch WVGA in-cell TFT LCD with Gorilla Glass. Its graphics were produced by the Adreno 200. Its input was multi-touch capacitive touchscreen display. Camera 5 megapixel with video LED, dual LED flash on the back, and front-facing camera on the top. It had Wi-Fi 802.11b and G, Bluetooth, GPS, and had a removable 1530 mAh battery. Let's tear into it and see what's in the box.